Hi, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com with another of my videos, and this time I want to talk about a shift of consciousness I've been working with now for several weeks, and a little simple exercise that you can use to deepen your own sense of consciously embodying the divinity that you are, that we all are, really. So let me first tell you what's been happening. For years and years and years, really since I started doing my serious spiritual work in 2005 with plant spirit work, that was like 14 years ago, it's always been Benjamin invoking the divine, you know, um, I might have used the phrase spirit that I am, but it would be spirit that I am, that I do this and this. So for so many years, it's been the separately perceived ego calling the divine to act. Well, a few weeks ago, that started to shift, and I'm now having increasing experience of acting as the divine embodied. So the difference now, I'll give you an example. For example, blessing food, which of course I do several times a day, and blessing liquids and things. The old way would have been, spirit. I would say, I give thanks for this food, everyone and everything involved, and it coming to be and coming to me. And then the old way is, spirit that I am, please remove all hucha from this food and bring it to the highest vibration that serves highest good. Hucha is a word in the Quechua language that means, heavy, dark energy, the stuff you don't want. But now, it's more like this. I'll begin, and I might start with the same initial phrase, I give thanks for this food, everyone and everything involved, and it coming to be and coming to me. And then I do this. I say, I am that I am, and the shift happened. And now the statement is, may all hucha be cleared from this food, may it be brought to the highest vibration that serves highest good. And if there was food right there, I would then, even though there's no food, there's still energy coming out of my hands. So if you are energetically sensitive, you can feel what's happening. You can feel it's a different quality of energy. And as I started getting into this, after I had this breakthrough spontaneously, I discovered that as I invoke the I am, that I am, and then the divine energy comes in and embodies me to the degree that I can hold it. There's always more available than, of course, anyone can hold, I think, but to the degree that I can hold it. Then I found that doing the may this so-and-so happen, speaking as the embodied divine actually has a more powerful effect than asking the divine to do it for me. So that's a really cool experience. At first I was very careful with this, and I was playing with phrasing, and I even had a different name for myself as the embodied divine. My regular name is Benjamin. I was using the name Blenjamin, Blendjamin. I'm a big punster, so it was perfect to have a spiritual name that was a pun. I'm Blenjamin. I'm all blended up with the divine. And say, I, Blenjamin, do so-and-so. And I did that a few days, and I thought, man, that feels really egotistical, giving myself a special name, all that, and I stopped using that. And so now I just say, okay, just may this happen, and let it be so kind of phrasing. And that way I don't have to get into a special name for myself as a blended being, etc. So what I found is it is, and this is what, of course, I've been paying lip service to for years. And the fact that it's actually starting to happen now, at least to some basic degree, is pretty exciting. Now, I suspect, as always, that, it's always fun to have a breakthrough, and it seems like, wow, so cool. Well, it's happening, but I have no doubt there's just endless levels beyond this that I won't even know what they are until they start showing up. Now, as you're watching this, it could be that you've been doing stuff like this for years, and they say, oh, big deal. I've been doing that so long, I forgot it when it started. And for some of you, it may sound like a pipe dream. How could anyone do that? But whatever your level of experience, I'm just reporting what's actually happening. And I'd like to share with you a little tool that I also spontaneously came upon to deepen the level of embodied awakening, where one is functioning consciously as embodied divinity without a perceived separation of ego and divine consciousness. So the I thou becomes a I am. And it's a real simple test, and all you have to do if you want to try this is first feel how you are. Just kind of close your eyes and just feel the whole body, the whole energy. Just note where is it flowing, where there's tension. And then you simply say, I am that I am. And what's happening right now is as usual, the energy is kind of getting stronger. It's sort of just from within, or I'm not sure if it comes from above or within. I don't notice an origin, but I just feel a blossoming of energy, like it just comes out a little bit. And I feel, is there any part of me resisting what's happening? When I say I am that I am, and it blossoms, and I just sort of keep my general awareness through the whole body, is there any spot that clenches or resists or anything like that? And if there is, then I know that's where there's hucha. That's where there's that heavy energy that is still resisting, relaxing, and opening to the divinity that it is. And sometimes I'll just sit and meditate and just do that repeatedly. I'll just, feel what I am, and I'll say, I am that I am, and just feel it. And is there any resistance, anything not opening up and fully receiving that? And then I can just, I think, follow it with my healing tool that I use, my healing invocation. I can say, okay, then maximum healing that serves highest good, please. And saying that, I relax and then just put my attention right there where the tension is and just feel it. And I do this really non-mentally, just pure experience, pure sensation, and often that will start loosening and clearing away. So if you want to try it with me real quick, if you haven't already, then we can try this together. This will just take a moment, so close your eyes if you can, if it's safe to do so, and just take a moment to feel the whole body. And just say now, I am that I am. And then just relax, be completely passive. You may hopefully feel some kind of energy shift like I do when I do that. And just notice, is there any part of you that's clenching, resisting, not letting that divinity in? And then if so, if there's a tension area, there's any tool that works for you, just use it. But what I do is I just say maximum healing that serves highest good. And I relax and I just feel that spot. And as I said, I just let the energy work it. Even though I'm now beginning to function a little more as embodied divinity, I totally recognize also there are aspects of myself that Benjamin is not yet conscious of, has no clue we're even there. And I continue to work with those parts. When I do my mesa sittings these days, on my shamanic altar, I'll sit and I'll do stuff. And toward the end, after I've done whatever techniques or exercises I'm doing, I'll just relax and say, highest good be done. And what that is understood to be, okay, there are things that I don't know about in me that are better off released or integrated. There's perhaps new energies that it's time for them to come in and take root and blossom, that are beautiful divine energies. And Benjamin has no clue about any of that. But there's an aspect of me, a divine aspect I haven't awoken to yet. And that's the part I'm talking to when I say highest good be done. And I just say, hey, I don't know what I need, but you do. I've go step a little deeper. I'm now embodying an aspect of my divinity, probably a very small percentage of the whole, but there's some. But even that part is ignorant of whatever's beyond it. So I'm still working from a very high level of humility and just letting those parts of me that know better do what they need to do. So just wanted to share that with you. Again, not out of any sense of boasting or arrogance, just to let you know, hey, if it can happen to me, it could happen to anyone. I can think back for most of my life. I'm 59 now, and most of my life into my early 40s, I had the tiniest trace of divine awareness. I was going technique after technique and, trying all sorts of things, following a guru, doing vipassana, and never just got more than a sliver of a trace of a divine experience. It wasn't until I started working with plant spirits, ayahuasca and San Pedro, and eventually mushrooms, that really things started opening in a beautiful way. So my basic premise is I share this with you. I'm excited about it. I've been working with it for several weeks now. It's stable. And if I can do it, there's a good chance you can too. Or maybe you did it years ago and you've blown way past where I'm at. In that case, awesome. But wherever you're at, if this is helpful, I hope it is helpful for you. So that's all I wanted to share today. Again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. If you're interested in working with me, I do astrology and I do shamanic healing and I do life coaching and other stuff too. You can learn all about it if you like at astroshaman.com. Thanks so much for watching. Many blessings. I wish you infinite blessings, in fact. Thank you again.